Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about the RTTs. Now, I'm going to do a video on each of the RTTs. Um, it's a little harder than I originally anticipated, but I do want to also do a video with each piece of equipment and walk through the actual standards and talk through each step at a nice, slow, controlled pace so that hopefully you guys can watch it. And I know it's hard to get your hands on some of this stuff sometimes, but at least hopefully if I can create a video and show you very clearly exactly what the step is, and maybe you can watch the video and it'll help refresh it and you can do the stuff in your head. But this is just going to be an overview of the different RTTs. Just expect that more is coming on each of the individual RTTs. So we'll jump into it. The RTTs are the Ranger Tactical Tasks, right? They are comprised of maintaining an M249 machine gun. And then they just call it firing or shooting an M249, but it's clear, load, reduce the stoppage, unload, and then clear again of an M249. And then the same thing for a 240. So you'll maintain an M240 Bravo and then fire an M240 Bravo. And then there's employ and recover an M18A1 Claymore. And then communicate by tactical radio, which is on an ASIP or your SINGAR's radio. And then communicate by an embedder. And that was all the RTTs that I did when I went through. Pretty simple, honestly. Not crazy standards. They're not. The RIs aren't trying to get you. So it's conducted as a round robin style training, right? So each of these RTTs will have its own station. And then you'll go with your little group. They'll tell you to go to Claymores first, right? So then you'll run over to the Claymore section and then you'll do the Claymores. I do remember Claymores being kind of awful, actually, now that I talk about it. It was over under the Bravo company overhang on the rocks and stuff, and it beat the heck out of you. But anyhow, so that was a Claymore. And then you would do that station, then you would rotate to the next one. So every fail you got was a minor minus. So if you missed one, it was a minor minus. You couldn't fail the same RTT twice, if I remember correctly. So if you say you're maintaining M249 and you did the functions check out of sequence, that's a fail. You got another shot to do it again, and then if you failed that same task again, that was it. It was a drop. But if you only failed it once, you got one minor minus for that one failed attempt. If you get 3 failed attempts, so you say you mess up on the maintain of an M249 and then you go to clear, you mess up again, but then you get it the second try. Then now you've got 2 fails, and then you botch something on the Claymore. That's the third fail. That's a major minus. And then if for whatever reason you fail a 4th thing, so say you mess up on the tactical radio after you just mess up on the 2 events of the M249 and then the Claymore event, and then you go to the embedder and you goof something up, that's it. They're going to drop you from the course. 4 failures is a drop from the course. So you have to know this stuff before you get to school. Figure out a way to practice these things. Like I said, I'm going to try to do some videos so that you can watch, and hopefully that will help to concrete this stuff in your mind. But to be honest with you, just go online, find the task numbers, go to the Army Training Network, print off the training and evaluation outlines, and just memorize the steps. If you can have the steps memorized, doing it with your hands isn't going to be that bad. Everybody always worries about the time, but there's so much time. It's actually kind of unbelievable how much time you have. But everybody else gets like hung up about the time, and they're super worried about the time, but the time isn't the factor. If you can have the steps memorized exactly the way that they're supposed to be done, then all it takes is just a little bit of hands-on to be relatively proficient in doing it, because you know what the steps are up here. That's the key, is knowing the steps. That would be my best advice for RTTs, is memorize the steps. Go online, find the CATs, find the TNEO, memorize the steps, because if you have the steps memorized, you'll fly through the RTTs. So anyhow, yeah, that's all I got today on RTTs. Like I said, I do plan on doing another video on each of the RTTs that will hopefully talk through each of the steps and then follow through and show you slowly. I'll try to step through it relatively slowly so that you can, walk along in your head while you're watching the video. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave a comment. If there's any updates to the training curriculum, please leave a comment so that we're all up to date on it. Yeah, and if there's anything else you guys want to see, leave a comment, let me know. Anyhow, that's all I got. Thanks. Have a great day.